Have you ever wondered how some individuals achieve extraordinary things? Is it a matter of destiny, or is there something more at play? We often attribute their success to innate talent, believing that they were simply born with a special gift that sets them apart from the rest of us. But what if I told you that greatness isn't something you're born with, but something you cultivate? What if the secret to extraordinary achievement lies not in our genes, but in our approach to learning and development? In the Talent Code, Daniel Coyle delves into the science behind exceptional performance, revealing that talent is not a gift from the gods, but a skill honed through focused effort. He explores how our brains are wired to grow and adapt, and how we can harness this potential to achieve greatness. He argues that anyone, regardless of their starting point, can achieve extraordinary things with the right approach to practice and development. It's not about where you begin, but how you progress and evolve over time. Coyle takes us on a journey across the globe, from the tiny island of Spartak Tennis Club in Moscow to the music schools of New York City, to uncover the secrets of talent hotbeds. These are places where talent seems to flourish disproportionately, and Coyle investigates why. He introduces us to the concept of deep practice, a highly focused and deliberate approach to skill development that lies at the heart of exceptional performance. Deep practice involves breaking down skills into their component parts, practicing them slowly, and gradually increasing speed and complexity. This isn't your average practice. It's about pushing your limits, embracing mistakes, and consistently striving for improvement. It's about understanding that failure is not a setback, but a crucial part of the learning process. By continually challenging ourselves and stepping out of our comfort zones, we can unlock our true potential and achieve greatness. So, the next time you see someone performing at an extraordinary level, remember that their journey likely involved countless hours of deep practice, perseverance, and a relentless pursuit of excellence. Greatness is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and self-improvement. Whether you're an athlete, a musician, an artist, or anyone striving for excellence, remember that greatness is within your reach. It's not about being born with it, it's about making it one deliberate step at a time. Coyle argues that talent isn't some mystical force, but rather a byproduct of a specific, replicable process. He delves into the science behind what makes someone truly talented, breaking down the myths and misconceptions that often surround the idea of innate ability. He breaks down the talent code into three essential elements: deep practice, ignition, passion and motivation, and master coaching. Deep practice involves pushing yourself to the edge of your abilities, making mistakes, and learning from them. Ignition is the spark that fuels your drive, the passion that keeps you going even when things get tough. Master coaching provides the guidance and feedback necessary to refine your skills. He shows how these elements work together to create the perfect environment for talent to flourish. When deep practice, ignition, and master coaching are combined, they create a powerful synergy that accelerates learning and skill development. This environment is not just for athletes or musicians, it can be applied to any field, from academics to business. He introduces the concept of myelin, a fatty substance that wraps around nerve fibers in the brain, acting as a sort of insulation that speeds up and strengthens neural connections. Myelin is crucial for efficient brain function, and its development is directly influenced by how we practice and learn. Coyle explains that deep practice stimulates the production of myelin, essentially rewiring our brains for superior performance. This process is akin to upgrading the wiring in a computer, making it faster and more efficient. The more we engage in deep practice, the more myelin our brains produce, enhancing our ability to perform complex tasks with greater ease. The more we practice, the thicker our myelin sheaths become, making our skills sharper, faster, and more automatic. This means that with consistent, focused practice, anyone can develop talent in their chosen field. It's not about being born with a special gift. It's about creating the right conditions for your brain to grow and adapt. By understanding and applying the principles of the Talent Code, we can unlock our full potential and achieve extraordinary levels of performance. A deep practice is the cornerstone of Coyle's Talent Code. It's the driving force behind the development of exceptional skill and talent. It's not about mindlessly repeating the same thing over and over again. That won't lead to mastery or improvement. Instead, it's about pushing your limits, embracing mistakes as valuable learning opportunities, and understanding that errors are a crucial part of the learning process. Constantly seeking ways to improve, refining techniques, and striving for excellence are key components of deep practice. Coyle emphasizes the importance of breaking down complex skills into smaller, manageable chunks. This method allows for focused practice on each component, making the overall skill more attainable. Practicing these smaller parts with intense focus and repetition helps to ingrain the skills deeply into our muscle memory and cognitive processes. He highlights the importance of feedback and self-correction in deep practice. Constructive feedback helps identify areas of improvement and guides the practice in the right direction. It's not enough to simply practice. We need to be aware of our mistakes and understand why they happen. This awareness is crucial for making meaningful progress. Actively working on correcting these mistakes, refining techniques and adjusting our approach is essential for continuous improvement. This requires a high level of self-awareness and a willingness to step outside of our comfort zone. It's in these challenging moments that we push our boundaries and grow. Coyle argues that it's in these moments of struggle and discomfort that real learning and growth occur. Embracing the struggle, persevering through challenges, and celebrating small victories along the way are what ultimately lead to mastery and success. While deep practice is essential, it's not enough on its own. To truly unlock our potential, we need passion, purpose, and a burning desire to improve. Coyle calls this ignition, the spark that lights the fire of our ambition and fuels our commitment to the long, arduous journey of skill development. He emphasizes the importance of finding intrinsic motivation, connecting with our deepest values and aspirations. When we're passionate about what we do, the hard work and dedication required for deep practice become less of a chore and more of a joyful pursuit. Coyle reminds us that talent thrives in an environment of passion and purpose. Section 5. Master coaches, architects of talent. Talent rarely blooms in isolation. Behind every great performer, there's often a great coach guiding their development. Coyle delves into the world of master coaches, exploring the qualities and techniques that set them apart. He argues that master coaches aren't just trainers, they're mentors, motivators, and architects of talent. He highlights the importance of clear, concise feedback, the ability to break down complex skills into digestible chunks, and the knack for creating a supportive yet challenging environment that fosters growth. Master coaches, Coyle argues, possess a deep understanding of the learning process and an intuitive ability to tailor their approach to the individual needs of their students. Section 6. Myelin, the bandwidth of talent. Coyle delves deeper into the science behind skill development, explaining the crucial role of myelin. He describes myelin as the bandwidth of our nervous system, the insulation that allows electrical signals to travel through our brains faster and more efficiently. Deep practice, Coyle argues, is essentially a process of myelin optimization. The more we practice a skill, the thicker our myelin sheaths become, making our movements smoother, faster, and more automatic. This explains why, with consistent effort, seemingly impossible feats of skill and dexterity become achievable. Section 7. The sweet spot where practice becomes productive. Not all practice is created equal. To maximize our potential, we need to find the sweet spot of learning, the optimal zone where practice is challenging enough to promote growth but not so difficult that it becomes discouraging. Coyle emphasizes the importance of pushing our limits, while also being mindful of our current skill level. He introduces the concept of just manageable difficulty, the idea that we learn best when we are slightly outside of our comfort zones. When we're challenged, our brains are forced to adapt and grow, leading to faster skill acquisition. Section 8. The talent hotbeds, anatomy of success. Coyle takes us on a global tour of talent hotbeds, places like the Spartak Tennis Club and the music schools of New York City, where an unusually high concentration of talent seems to defy all odds. He dissects the common threads that run through these environments, revealing the specific factors that contribute to their success. He finds that talent hotbeds often share a culture of deep practice, a strong belief in the power of hard work, and an environment that fosters collaboration and healthy competition. These environments provide aspiring talents with the resources, support, and inspiration they need to thrive. Section 9. The little things make all the difference. Coyle emphasizes that greatness isn't achieved through grand gestures, but rather through the accumulation of small, consistent efforts. He highlights the importance of paying attention to detail, maintaining a positive mindset, and embracing a growth-oriented approach to learning. He reminds us that even seemingly insignificant actions, when repeated consistently over time, can compound into extraordinary results. It's about developing positive habits, staying focused on our goals, and never underestimating the power of small, incremental improvements. Section 10. Unlocking your own potential. The Talent Code isn't just a book about other people's success, it's a blueprint for unlocking your own potential. Coyle leaves us with a sense of hope and empowerment, reminding us that greatness isn't reserved for a select few. It's accessible to anyone willing to put in the work. He encourages us to identify our passions, embrace deep practice, and seek out mentors who can guide our journey. Coyle's message is clear. Talent is not a gift, it's a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed and honed through focused effort and the right approach.